Good morning and welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Biz. I'm on a weight loss journey with Weight Watchers. I am down just over 40 pounds. I had maintained a 35-pound weight loss for over a year, switched to the diabetic plan. No, switched from the diabetic plan in December when the new plan changed. And I'm down 5.6 pounds since then. So I'm really excited that this scale is starting to move. Number one question I get asked all the time: what do I put in my coffee? Hazelnut International Delight Creamer. Yes, it's the best in all the land. And people tell me all the time, do you know what's in it? I don't care. I don't care. I put a tablespoon and 2 cups of coffee. Cost me, I think, 4 Weight Watcher points, but it brings me joy. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. So I figured I'd do what I eat in a day today and show you. Obviously, I get 23, well, not obviously, but I get 23 points a day on Weight Watchers, and I get 21 weeklies, and I use all of those. I technically don't use my activity points because I'm like walking is like my main source of cardio, and I strength train twice a week for 30 minutes. So I don't think that warrants. And even when I go swimming for like 45 minutes to an hour, it gives me like 5 to 7 activity points for that. So I'm not then gonna then go eat 5 to 7 more points. And also let's do. I think I mentioned this in the last video, but it's worth mentioning again because I keep getting messages, people asking me like, Biz, I'm gonna gain weight with the new Weight Watcher program because of all the 0 point foods. 350 of them. But this is not an all-you-can-eat buffet. Anytime you put anything into the Weight Watcher app, it gives you a serving size. Quiet on the set. I'm making. I didn't meal prep yesterday because I was at my friend Morgan's house. I'm gonna just do a little trajectory. This is how my brain works, since that triggered me here. Every week I meal prep things, not meals. And one of them I do is baked potatoes. I decided to do them in the oven today. Yeah, a jacket potato. And let me just set them up there. I didn't clean my kitchen yesterday. That's okay, because I had stuff. Yeah, that's done. Uh, and all I do is bake them. You can put them in your air fryer. You can do them in the microwave. But by cooking the potatoes ahead of time, letting them cool, sticking them in the refrigerator, it reduces the glucose spike by up to 40%. So I do all my starches that way: pasta, um, and potatoes and rice, and then I'm ready to go. So like those potatoes can go into soup, stews. I can shred them for hash browns. I can just dice them up and brown them. So many possibilities. And then for the rice, it's easy to make fried rice because it's better to make fried rice with cold rice anyway. And then pasta, sometimes I only want a half a cup, but then I just reach in, get a half a cup, put it with my meat sauce, and I'm good to go. So don't have to overthink it. So if you think that you have to do everything, and don't overwhelm yourself. And if you have gone from not doing anything and trying to do all the things, get rid of that right away, because that was me. It was the all or nothing mentality, and I had to do everything I set myself out to do. And I've just changed how I talk to myself, basically. So and I don't know who came up with having 10,000 steps a day. Like, why was that the goal? I don't even know. But like days, if I only had like 6,500 steps, I'd be like, oh my God, you only got 6,500 steps. And now I say, oh my God, you got 6,500 steps. So if you change how you talk to yourself and do the best you can every day, and then that day is done, and then you move on to the next one. So let's keep doing that. Today for breakfast, I have chia pudding. And my chia pudding recipe, I'll put it in the description box below. It's 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Let me turn off the oven. 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and you have to wait a day for this to like get. I don't know if you can see it. It needs to get fluffed up. I don't know how to extract. The chia seeds have to absorb the milk. But what you're going to have to do, and I'll show you a picture what it looks like after 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, all the seeds drop to the bottom. And then you need to go back in and stir them, and then they'll be good. But if you just leave it like that, then it's just like a giant clump, and it doesn't pour. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like chia pudding, is because it's clumpy. This is like smooth. If you like tapioca pudding, I think you'll like this. Also down below, I'll leave a link for my friend Vic's 0 point lemon curd that's made in a microwave in 2 minutes. Super easy. I've got blueberries. So this was a meal prep I did last Thursday. Still good today. And then for a little bit of sweetener, I'm going to add a tablespoon of Mrs. Butterworth's sugar-free, and a tablespoon is 10 calories. I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that. And that is going to be the perfect balance of sweet, tart, filling. So this is 4 Weight Watcher points for this whole thing. Let's give it a taste. It's also super cold here today, so I got a call from management that said it could be pajama day. So you've got the sweet on the top, and you just kind of go in and get a bite of everything. It is so good. If you like lemon curd, you need to make this 0 point lemon curd. And a shout out to my friend Vic who came up with it. So that's breakfast today. Some people may be sick of this recipe, but I never get sick of it. This is like my white miso soup. I'll leave a link down below to the original recipe. I don't have any miso, but the base of it is pretty much always about the same. And I start with using Knorr chicken bouillon. And this is 1 teaspoon is for, it makes 1 cup, so I use 2 teaspoons of this with 2 cups of water. But whenever I make soup, I like to do 2.5 cups of water because some of the water evaporates, so I'm left with 2 cups of liquid, if that makes any sense. The other thing I'm using is Momofuku noodles. And this was a PR package that I got, so I didn't pay for these, but you can buy them at Mariano's and Target, I think. The only thing is that 1 package is 11 points, even without the sauce that's in here. It's 300 calories, so I'm using half a pack. It's going to be plenty of noodles, and this is still 5 points for 41 grams. I cry bullshit. But that's okay, that's what we're going for. These only cook for 3 minutes, so I'm gonna start with my vegetables in the pan, and this is the lazy way to do it. I forgot a knife. Hold please. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. That's the beauty of having a microphone, is that you guys can hear me no matter where I am in the house. This is real life. I don't have production here today. It's just, Hannah's not here today, so I'm on my own. So I'm just gonna cut the top off of my zucchini, and you can, make sure that's down. You can use whatever vegetable you like. It could be pea pods, carrots, mushrooms, it doesn't matter. Cabbage would be good in this. I think I'm gonna buy some cabbage today. Actually, you know what I'm gonna be making this week, which I'm so excited about? Over the weekend, my friend Morgan and I went to a Argentinian steakhouse, and they had an endive salad that was to die for. And I love those kind of bitter notes, so we're gonna be recreating that. So that looks like about a cup of zucchini down at the bottom. I rarely peel my carrots. I just don't. And these will cook in 5 minutes, probably. It's super thin. Just don't do what I do and don't get too close to the blade of this because you can really hurt yourself on a mandolin. I'm gonna add about, that's like half a cup. That's good. So I'll move this to the side. Move that to the side. In a minute, I'll turn that on in the induction burner. I'm adding extra firm tofu to this. Tofu is 0 points on the Weight Watcher plan. Extra firm or firm is what I like to use in soups, and there's really no flavor in this. It's just gonna add protein. There is ways to liven up your tofu, and we have another YouTube video. I'll leave it in the link description down below, and I'll put it up here in the corner. somewhere the card for it, and it's tofu 3 ways that I have a lot more flavor. But for this, I kind of like that it just kind of absorbs some of the broth, and it doesn't need to really cook. It just needs to not be cold. So after the noodles are done, I will literally just put these in like the last minute and then plate it up. And then I'm also going to add some chili crisp. If you don't know what chili crisp is, it's like chili oil, and it's a little bit crunchy. I think it's got sesame seeds. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious if you like spicy. And 1 teaspoon of that is 1 point. The noodles are 5 points, so it's going to be a 6-point soup, and it's going to be really filling and delicious, especially on a day like today where Todd and I walked this morning. The wind chill was -20. Not about that life. So yeah, let me just dice up the tofu really quick. And typically I use 3 to 4 ounces. I'm gonna eyeball this, but I'm gonna say that's 4 ounces. And I just kind of cut it in half and just kind of make chunks out of it. And that'll go in at the very end. Like, it could not be easier. The vegetables cooked for about 5 minutes, then I just added the noodles, so it's been there 2 minutes. So now I'm gonna add the tofu in. Just had to get the chill off of it because it just came out of the refrigerator. And this is gonna take like another minute. Those tofu pieces are kind of big, but that's okay. And then put it in my bowl, and then I'm just gonna add a teaspoon of the chili crisp. And this, I don't know, it's just something about this soup. It's really good. If I didn't have chili crisp, but I would also use sesame oil. That's one of my favorite things to use, just because it's also 1 teaspoon for 1 Weight Watcher point, and just adds so much flavor. But since I have all the flavor and the kick of the chili crunch, I don't need to add it. And we'll stop that. I had a stopwatch going. Maybe like another 30 seconds. Let me know in the comments, do you like tofu? I absolutely love it. I probably didn't try it till maybe I was 40. Like, it wasn't new to, like, it was something foreign to me. I never would have had it otherwise, and maybe it was on Weight Watchers at one point when it was like a 0-point food. I was like, let me try it. One of my favorite ways is to pan fry it with sesame seeds. That's really good because it's crunchy on the outside and then like just silken on the inside. Also, talking about silken tofu, somebody had sent me over the weekend, somebody had done 2-ingredient dough, but with silken tofu and self-rising flour. I'm going to try to do that with skinny pizza dough instead of the Greek yogurt. Sub in the silken tofu, because some people tell me that Greek yogurt gives you the ick, and then if I tell you, oh, just use cottage cheese also gives you the ick. So maybe with the silken tofu it'll work. So that's coming up later on this week. All right, I think we're good. So I'm going to turn that off and turn this off. All righty then. Will the whole thing fit in this bowl? We don't know. We don't know. Usually not. That's most of it. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back for that part. And now I'm just gonna add the teaspoon of chili crisp over the top. Stop it. So good. I have to take a pic for my collage that I do on Instagram. It's still really hot, so hold on. Hold on. Isn't this how the professionals do it? Yes. All right, let's give it a taste. I already know how it's gonna taste. It's gonna taste amazing. It is perfect every single time. And what I like about this is it is so customizable. That first bite was really spicy because I had a huge chili in that one. I need to mix around a little bit more. Make this however you want, but just make the base the chicken broth or vegetable broth if you're vegetarian, and mix and match the vegetables, like 1.5 cups of vegetables.
you know, a little bit of noodles, and you've got yourself the perfect meal. This is going to probably take me a half hour to eat, if not longer. For some reason, my sister and I take a long time to eat. But anyway, that's lunch, and that is 6 points. So breakfast was 4, so we're at 10 points already. That leaves me 13 points left for the day. And I know I'm doing some of the pork chops, so I'll see you at dinner. So typically, Hannah and I cook on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That just works better for us. It's kind of like Monday's like an admin day, and we do a newsletter, and it just works out better for us. So one of the ways I save money on my business, if you care to know, is obviously we can decide what we want to cook and stuff like that. We try to do like things like in season. Obviously, it's Christmas holidays. We've got Super Bowl coming up. We're going to be doing some a combination of like zucchini and potato fries with some dipping sauces. That's beside the point. But what I like to do is look to see what I already have in the refrigerator, pantry, and fridge before going and shopping and buying more stuff, so that we're not just wasting money. And I just have my little book right here. Little book, and I have like hardly anything on it, just a few things, and a couple things are just for me, like Ziploc bags and dog food. So yeah, and 9 times out of 10 I do go to Mariano's because I love that store so much. I want to marry it. But when I just have a few things, I just go to Jewel, because the Jewel store is like 6 minutes from my house. The Mariano's is like 15 minutes. So let's go to the store. Whoops. Let me put you up here. I had everything set to make the pork chop dinner I was going to do. It's on my website, and I will leave a link down below to it. It is my, you can see a picture of that. It's my pork chop with mushroom spinach pan sauce. But I was finishing working, and then I cleaned the kitchen because I didn't really do a good job cleaning it earlier. And then I had a clean stove, a clean sink, everything over here was clean. This is stuff prepared for tomorrow when Hannah comes over, because we're cooking tomorrow. And I was like, I don't want to mess up my kitchen, so I'm not going to do it. That's where meal prep comes in play. So I have my buffalo chicken chili here. I'm probably not going to eat all that, but it was left over in the container, and I want to wash it. This is like almost 1 3/4 cups. 1.5 cups is 2 Weight Watcher points. 1 cup is only 1 Weight Watcher point. I'll put the link down below. And I have these chips. I put them in a Ziploc bag because I had already opened them, so I don't know the brand. I got them off of Thrive Market, but you get 8 for 2 points. So chili's 2 points. This is 2 points, and now I'm going to add 2 points of cheddar cheese to the chili. It's super hot, so I'm going to let that sit for a minute. But if you're counting along, my breakfast was 4, my lunch was 6, so that was 10. That left me 13 points. This is 6, so oh god, I gotta do some math in my head. 7, so that means I have 7 points left for today, and it's already 7:22. Does that mean that I have to oh, I don't have my mic on, sorry about that, just thought about it. Do I have to find stuff to eat to get to that 23 points? Absolutely not. And that's the thing with this new program, is because there's 350 free foods. If you are relying mostly on whole foods, the 350 lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, such as, you're probably not going to spend a lot of points. And that's where you can add maybe a little bit of extra cheese, or have some chips or something like that with your chili or whatever you're doing. So if you keep in mind with portion sizes and hunger cues. I was completely satisfied all day today. I mean, I had the chia pudding for breakfast. I had a snack of apple nachos, which I forgot to show you guys, but I'll put a picture right here to show you what it looks like. Or maybe over here. I don't know which way to point. And then, yeah, and then the chili. It's super filling. So, my lo mein soup was lunch today. Anywho, I know this is kind of disjointed. I have to get back in the routine of vlogging what I eat today. So it's okay. No one's perfect. And if you want to start being a content creator, just put shit out there. and you know, to see what sticks. And I think the people will find you and you'll find your tribe online. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do so, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's see if I can try it now. And this is the perfect way to eat chili, by the way, is just on a chip. It's delicious. See you tomorrow, or next time.